Hey, it's Anissa from COCO'S TV, and we are here on NYSSA'S Homestead. And as you can tell by the title below, we are going to be talking about our apothecary, making our own pharmacy, and some other little Easter eggs here in this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anissa. We do all kinds of homesteading, homemaking, and just kind of learning how to homestead in an urban setting and just seeing how much we can push that line and further our skills in that area. Also, if you're coming from COCO'S TV, hi, welcome. I just said what we do here. If you haven't checked out my other channel, which is my main channel, that's where I started, we just do a bunch of vlogs and kind of behind the scenes over there. So if you like stuff like that, feel free to go check that channel out. If not, feel free to stay here with me today. But let's just go ahead and hop right in because we have a few things to talk about. But first, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you know every time you're posting, or I'm posting, not you. That just kind of helps us out a lot to kind of reach our community, and so we can get a little bit more knowledge from each other and just kind of grow and figure out this thing called life and how to do it in a sustainable, livable way, as I should say. But enough rambling, let's go ahead and hop right in. Alright, so obviously if you clicked on this video, you are interested in herbalism, or you're just wanting to find the natural remedies of how to navigate sickness or any skin irritations, anything like that. Just kind of broaden your mind. I think having an apothecary is something that is obtainable in any kind of space, big or small. I have something a little bit on the smaller scale. We'll kind of go over pretty much my staples of what I keep in here. We'll go through a tour of how I decorated the place, where we got everything, how did I do this affordably, and books that will help you kind of learn the skill and just kind of pick up your knowledge on different herbs. And then we'll also talk about kind of storage containers, doing this in the most affordable way, because this can get a little bit pricey. But we're just gonna go ahead and get right into the tour first. Then we'll kind of talk about containers, and then we'll get into the books that I use to help me. So if you like it, continue watching. All right, honey love, so we're gonna start from the top. So up here I have my golden pathos plant. The look I'm going for is that this is gonna overgrow and just kind of hang down. I think it's gonna be really pretty once it kind of outgrows this pot. I just transferred it into this bigger pot just to give it a little bit more space, and I kind of want it to just come down. Next, we have a few of antiques. This is actually from my grandmother, and so I thought it would be perfect here. This is kind of like an homage to her. Most of this stuff is hers, so I think that it is nice to incorporate it in something like this. This was actually a gift, I think a few years back, and she's still standing tall. And just to kind of show you guys how I do things, I'm drying some chives with a fork and just letting it hang. And then I'm also drying some lavender and eucalyptus in the same way. You don't need anything fancy. It's just very simple. Now here I just have a plethora of different herbs. Like I said, we'll get into the herbs here in a second. but this is just a salt and pepper thing. Most of the decor pieces again is from my grandmother. So we have these little candle holders. Back here I have one, and I don't want to polish them. I kind of like the dull rustic kind of look to them. I don't know, that's just me. What do you guys think? And then this is actually a hanging planter, terracotta pot. I just put it there. I did dry some lemon lavender, and these are the leaves. The flowers are coming in soon, but I think this would make a great tea, and so I'm just waiting for the flowers to come in to dry those as well. So on the next shelf we have some of our quart jars and pint jars, and then we have some more candle holders. This is actually the holder for this hanging pot, and I just kind of laid it there to do its thing. Next we just have some, this is just a little bowl with some spoons just to mix in teas and stuff. An elephant, and this is actually one of my favorite pieces, is an old oil lamp. I just love it. It's super cute. I don't know why, but yeah. So now we're just gonna kind of head into the herbs and everything that I keep here. But I did want to say I did get this shelving gifted. A family member was doing an office, and this was not needed in their project, so they just went ahead and gave it to me. I just let everybody know, hey, if you guys have any bookshelves or anything, please let me know. And then within a few months this came into my possession, and now we're happy to have it. But let's go ahead and dive into some of these herbs that we have here. You guys can hear me very well, but we're just gonna kind of do an overview. So at the top here, I just have a little bit more of my compact experimental herbs, or just herbs that I grow from the garden. And so this year I'm actually upgrading. I have a whole section to the garden to make my pharmacy, and so hopefully we can get some good herbs and I can dry them, and we'll have a good stockpile on herbs from there. And so that is one way to kind of do this a little bit on the cheaper end. A little bit more affordable is just to grow it yourself. Obviously there's a lot of stuff that takes in factor for that, so I do understand on kind of like outsourcing your herbs. I mainly get mine from farmers market and just local farmers. It's just how you can do it. They have tons of websites to get your herbs and stuff, so I personally just get mine from local places. Anyways, one of my favorite things that I actually grew was my thyme. So I can show you, like, this is real thyme. No pun intended of how much I use these. So I had a, let me show you guys. I had this size of a harvest with my rosemary and thyme, and so I ended up shrinking them down. I hope you guys can see that, but there's not very much left of my rosemary and thyme, and these are something that I grew myself, so I was really happy about that. I will put on the screen what each herb does that I put on the screen, or show you guys I should say, just so we're not here talking all day. But I have the rosemary and then thyme, and you can make all kind of tinctures and oil infusions, things of that sort. A lot of this stuff kind of doubles as spices too, so I kind of want to grow a bunch of it, so we'll have a lot. We'll have some for the apothecary, and we'll have some to kind of cook with, because food is medicine, And so all this kind of goes hand in hand. So next we have our dried sea moss. This is the purple sea moss that I have. Hopefully I can show you guys here. Can you guys see that? So we have our purple sea moss. I just like to use the purple one when I make my own sea moss. The golden one is okay, but I just feel like the purple one, it'll work better with it. I don't know, it's just a preference. I don't know, I'm a little weird about that. Next we have our cloves, and I just love cloves. They have so many benefits, especially oral wise, and just internally, and it just smells delicious. So cloves and cinnamon are like my favorite things ever. And then I also have, am I even telling you all this? I have chia seeds, I have sage powder, and then I also have some, Jesus, what is this called again? Flaxseed. And I use this for hair products and things. I really hope you guys can see all this. But I use this for hair products, and it's really good to detox, just like the chia seeds. And then the next shelf here, so this is just stuff that I'm just kind of experimenting with, and these are my staples. So my staples are gonna be hibiscus, chamomile, elderberry, sea moss, and oregano. Those are my 5 kind of kill all be all for me. I like to make an elderberry syrup, and I use that with honey. So I have tons of, not tons, I have one elderberry syrup recipe, and I'll kind of put it up here. But yeah, I like to infuse my son's hot chocolate with a chamomile milk, and so he kind of goes to sleep, and it also helps with like fever, any type of inflammation. You can also put it in your baths. It's just real nice. I love chamomile. That's why I have a ton of it, and I'm excited to grow it this year. Hibiscus, I love the flavor of hibiscus. I love making a nice sun tea. I also have a video on sun tea. I'll go ahead and put that up there as well. It's just, the flavor is like a nice, I don't know, it's just really floral, and I love it. And then it just brings a really nice color to the tea, and it's really good for blood pressure and all bunch of things. It will be on the screen. But yes, so we have our hibiscus here. And I also like to keep star anise, but I actually ran out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys real time what this looks like when it's not stocked up. This is what I always have. Elderberry. And then I have my oregano here. And then also I have my burdock root here. I hope you guys can see that. So those are pretty much my staples. And then at the bottom here, I have like food items like my dehydrated green beans, dehydrated peppers, rice, 'cause I like to make rice milk or rice water with for my hair and stuff. And then I also have some dehydrated cherries, because I like to make infusions with different types of bourbons and tequilas and things of that such. So yeah, that is pretty much what we have here. I love it. I love it. It's very simple. It's not extreme. And I thrifted all of these jars are from Facebook Market, and they're just like the regular ball jars. I have the standard, and then I have the wide mouth jars. Just Facebook Market, guys. You can never miss. with jars. It's always somebody giving away free jars on Facebook Market, I swear. And I'm kind of show you guys a little bit of my jar collection, okay? Don't come for me. And we'll kind of go after that. We'll kind of go into the book. So let me show you the jar collection we have going on. So kind of next to my little apothecary pharmacy, you come across here, I have my jar collection, and I've got it down a lot because I was collecting a lot of jars, and in the move I had to kind of downsize, and so because of that, this is kind of what we're left with. I keep these because I want to make some tinctures and stuff, and I think the bottles, once all this paper and stuff comes off, like look how pretty these bottles are. I think a beautiful oregano oil, a tincture would be really cute in there. And we just have some different styles of jars that I've thrifted. They were gifted and stuff. Like all of these were gifted. I think a few of these were from Facebook Markets. And then anybody that has jars, I literally just tell them give it to me. So these are old hot sauce bottles that I've rinsed out. I kept the label on for you guys just so y'all can see what I'm collecting. If it's glass, I'm keeping it, okay? So these are just pasta, like literally just pasta jars back there. And then this is strawberry jam. This is another preserve jar here. And like I said, you can do this stuff on a budget, putting all your herbs in containers like this, just making sure they are sterile and good to go. It would be little to nothing. All you would have to really pay money for is the herbs, and it's very simple that way. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the books that I use. When it comes to books, I really find that I'm only using these two. I have other herbalism books. Of course, you're always going to find another book, another author. Somebody might be on Instagram or TikTok and influence you to find one. But honestly, these two have gotten me through what I need, and I'm happy to share them with you. So this is the Rosemary Gladstar Medicinal Herbs, a Beginner Guide. And when I say this is the best beginner guide, she goes through how to grow them, how to use them, what to know about them, and different dosages for children, elderly, how to preserve your herbs after you grow them, and just a bunch of different things. You can tell I have my little notes here, my little sticky notes and stuff. But yeah, it goes through what her basic 9 herbs are, and then after you basically collect those 9, get those 9, and then she goes through another 27 easy beginner friendly herbs to go with. And it's just an overall very helpful book, and I think it's very tasteful. It doesn't feel so overwhelming when it comes to herbalism and stuff. So I think this is a really good book. And just to kind of give you guys a summary, so she has warming cinnamon bath salts, ginger lemonade, a rosemary famous face cream, a native heart tonic tincture, lemon balm bath, peppermint tooth powder, and more. So if any of that is your vibe, I feel like it is if you're on this video, you know what I'm saying, and you're watching this far, you wanted to know what books I had. So this is the one. I'm always talking about these 2 books just because they are literally lifesavers. Now, this one has tickets and tickets because I just read this 24/7. This is like my be all you know, heal all this book. But if that book doesn't have the answers that I'm looking for, I revert to this book. So this is the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Healing Remedies, and this has more than 1,000 natural remedies you can use for home. And this kind of features Chinese herbal medicine, aromatherapy, herbalism, flower remedies, home apothecary, vitamin and minerals. It goes over like how you should be eating. It talks about how oats heal depression. It talks about depression, what depression is, and just kind of list everything through. And it talks about the symptoms, useful facts about what's going on. It's better than a Google search is what I can say. It's better than, it's not so generalized. It's very specific to that thing that you're trying to heal. And so it has things for like cancer, headaches, eye aches, Alzheimer's, anything you could think of about sickness or anything that could be wrong with you. It has a natural remedy here for you in this book. And so that's why I had this on hand. These are like my 2 flip-flops that I go through. And yeah, that's I'm not gonna yap too much because this is the book. But yes, so if you don't have anything and you just wanted one book, I would just pick this up. And then if you're like, okay, I've read this front to back, over and over, go ahead and pick up this one. But this, I feel like, is just the perfect stepping stone. She did a beautiful job of writing this book. I feel like every herbalist or anybody that's like just dipping their toe into this lifestyle, they have this book. But yes, I think that we went over everything today. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy coming over? I don't know. I don't know. But yes, that is the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come and see me again. If not, we'll miss you. And if you choose to stay, welcome to the fam bam. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.